Alright, it's been a few days and I am back on the van. What I'm aiming for is the fewest amount of bolts because it just reduces the amount of confusion or guesswork on, wait, where did this one go sort of questions. Now we do things like, you know, section everything into little areas. It's like, okay, those are for this part, blah, blah, blah. But so I've had an idea that made me feel a little intelligent at least. Ideally remove the mounting nuts and bolts just on the mating surface of the intake back, pull the head off. I will be very, very happy. I'll just put the new one back on, fold the in. So attempt number 1, or number 4 actually, universal joint with my little 12mm socket. We're going to go through here. We're going to aim at that bolt right there. Do this. Alright. So that bolt there. So we want it. So reaching. I'm falling in underneath it. So what? Magnet, the flexi magnet head, which is usually used to find lost bolts, and I'm going to pull up the head of my. Now we're on the bolt that I was absolutely never going to get to with that one just next to it, which is there, and it worked. So made me feel all giddy and tingly inside, so I figured I'd share just in case someone else is having a really hard time getting access to a bolt with a uni joint. So I think there's only 2 after this one, and I should be able to peel the whole lot off. Let's see how we go. Success! She came off real easily. All I had to do was go underneath. There's a mounting point that secures this to the block just to make sure it does it. After that, just pulled it off like this, and we have a gap. And that's all I need. The head bolts on this side and down in. And I'll need to get into the front and start pulling that apart so I can loosen off the timing chain, and it is ready to come out. Much exciting. Back on top, and it's tired of things. So I've just gone into the spark plug, make sure that we're on top dead center for piston 1, and I've pulled the distributor cap off, and I've just gotten out the and I've just marked a couple of reference there and there. It's very crude, but it just gives me a starting point for when I put the new head back together and I install all of this. I can say, all right, well, if all of these key points, and this is the timing adjustment, so if I'm going to be really close to exactly where it was when I started, so it just speeds up the process, makes it much easier. We need to, I'll get these out the, you can't really see it, mounting bolt there. So I'll pull the adjuster out, and then we can remove the whole distributor and keep on going. Just a quick add-on for those who haven't ever actually dealt with a distributor. This gear from the camshaft connects up to another little gear on the base of this distributor, and it spins around inside the cap. So this, when it gets really close to these points, as it spins, oh my god, this torch. Yeah, so it's going to spin around, and as it gets, creates a spark, when that sends that up ignition lead over to the spark plugs for the bang. But when we go to remove it, it's going to spin on this gear. See how it's a helical style instead of straight? So we're going to, nice. Alright, the more we dig, the more we find. So, got the plug on, that's all good. But, I've got the test light here, and that's actually hooked up to the positive because I want to check for the earth, which I know is this wire here. System, not a 5-volt system. So what I've done is, I've got just a bridge wire, just running to the negative terminal to make sure it's a solid earth directly from one point to the other, no confusion. So now if I jam this, my reading, now we are happy. Now I'm going to move this to the negative because I want to check power signal to the sense wire, the reference. And then what we do is we check our middle probe, and that's 8.2 volts. Now that is a major issue because this is meant to be around 5 volts, sometimes less. And then the bottom pin does nothing at the moment. I'm not sure if I can do this all with 2 hands, but this is the throttle cable. This is meant to tell the computer how far open. More of a reading than that. Maybe a little bit more like this. But it's still the wrong voltage. It should still be around 5 volts. So now, I'll just turn this off. Now we've either got a problem with the computer, which is inside the car, might be aftermarket, I don't know yet, or we've got a wiring problem somewhere between here and the computer inside the car. So more digging is required.